Welcome to Rare Coin Master, where every coin tells a story and every story could be worth a fortune. Let's uncover the rare, the valuable, and the extraordinary, one coin at a time. In the world of coin collecting, there are tales that spark curiosity, stories that make collectors' hearts race, and then there are legends, like the story of the 2001 Elizabeth II one-penny coin. It may seem small and unassuming at first glance, yet this humble copper-plated steel disc carries a tale of mystery, royal legacy, and extraordinary value that has stunned even the most seasoned numismatists. Today, we unravel the journey of this iconic British coin and reveal why it has captured the fascination of the world, making headlines for its jaw-dropping valuation of $80 million. It begins in the early years of the 21st century, a time when the United Kingdom was transitioning through rapid modernization, yet holding tightly to its deep-rooted traditions. In 2001, Queen Elizabeth II had already reigned for nearly half a century, embodying a symbol of stability and continuity for the British people. The Royal Mint, ever committed to honoring the monarchy and the nation's cultural heritage, continued producing coins that carried more than monetary value, they bore history itself. Among the many coins minted that year was the one penny, a denomination often overlooked, passed from hand to hand without a second thought. But not this one. This one was different. The 2001 Elizabeth II one-penny coin, at its core, is a remarkable blend of design precision, regal symbolism, and subtle rarity. It weighs just 3.56 grams and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Its composition? Copper-plated steel, a shift that had occurred only a few years prior when the Royal Mint decided to move away from bronze for cost efficiency. But while the material had changed, the soul of the coin remained very much intact. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a portrait crafted by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials IRB sit subtly beneath the neckline. This portrait was widely praised for its realism and maturity, showcasing Her Majesty with grace and dignity. The reverse of the coin features the badge of the Palace of Westminster, commonly known as the portcullis, a heavy gate traditionally associated with British Parliament and government authority. Atop the gate, a royal crown rests with elegance. Encircling the emblem is the denomination one penny, and at the bottom, the word 2001 anchors the coin in its rightful place in time. For many, this was just another penny, worth a mere fraction of a pound. But fate had other plans for a select few of these coins. Now, here's where things take a fascinating turn. While the Royal Mint produced millions of one-penny coins in 2001, a microscopic batch, perhaps only a handful, was struck under extraordinary circumstances. It's believed that a rare minting error, combined with a unique distribution channel, led to the creation of a variant so rare, so unlike its counterparts, that its value skyrocketed over time. These rare pennies somehow avoided circulation. They weren't given out in grocery change or found in the depths of couch cushions. They were quietly collected, stored, and forgotten, until one was rediscovered in a private estate in northern England in pristine, uncirculated condition. This discovery ignited a wave of speculation and frenzy among collectors. Could it be that this ordinary-looking coin was a once-in-a-lifetime treasure? The coin was sent for expert analysis, and what they found left them stunned. Not only did this particular coin have flawless detail and sharp edges, suggesting it was one of the first struck by a fresh die, but it also bore subtle die alignment variations and microscopic inconsistencies in metal composition. These deviations, invisible to the untrained eye, marked the coin as an anomaly, a specimen likely struck during a transitional production phase or perhaps an experimental test strike that was never meant to see the light of day. The authentication report sealed its fate. This was no ordinary coin. Its condition, combined with the rare error and limited existence, made it a unicorn in the numismatic world. Within weeks, collectors from around the globe began placing staggering offers. First 1 million. Then 5. Then 10. By the time the coin was brought to auction, it had become the most sought-after British coin of its generation. Bidding was fierce, and when the final gavel struck, the 1-penny coin had been sold for a mind-blowing $80 million. Forever etching its name into the record books as one of the most valuable coins ever sold. But why would anyone pay such an enormous amount for a coin that, at face value, could buy nothing more than a paperclip? The answer lies in a blend of history, scarcity, and symbolic power. Coins are time capsules. They are monuments in miniature, reflecting the values, rulers, and events of their era. This 2001 Elizabeth II penny is not just metal, it's monarchy, legacy, and mystery all rolled into one. Its allure lies in what it represents, the end of one era and the quiet anticipation of another. Queen Elizabeth II's long and revered reign was approaching its final decades, and to possess a coin minted during her golden years is to hold a tangible piece of history in your hand. Moreover, for collectors, rarity is the holy grail. The knowledge that there may only be one, or at most, a few, of these coins in existence turns it into something beyond a collectible. It becomes art, investment, and national heritage all in one. Museums clamored for it. Private investors viewed it as a trophy asset. Even heads of state reportedly showed interest, not only for its monetary worth but for its historical weight. The story of the 2001 1-penny coin also reignited global interest in British coinage. People everywhere began checking their change, scouring old jars and drawers in the hopes that they too might stumble upon a forgotten gem. Coin forums buzzed with speculation, and the Royal Mint itself issued a cautious statement urging the public to be wary of counterfeits while celebrating the global enthusiasm for British numismatics. The coin had become more than a relic, it was now a cultural phenomenon. But let's not forget the emotional pull of this coin. For many Brits, the penny has long been part of their everyday lives, a token of childhood piggy banks, of grandparents handing out shiny coins as treats, of savings and simple pleasures. To see such a familiar object transcend into the realm of multi-million-dollar artifacts was both surreal and nostalgic. It made people reflect on how something so small, so humble, can carry stories that span continents and generations. Today, the legendary 2001 1-penny sits securely in a private collection, occasionally loaned out to exhibitions under tight security. When displayed, it draws crowds larger than some entire museums. People travel across countries just to glimpse it, to feel the aura of a coin that defies logic and defines destiny. Security guards flank the display. Cameras blink constantly. And behind glass, bathed in gentle light, the penny sits, a silent witness to a world that never saw it coming. Every coin tells a story, but some coins carry legends. Among the countless coins minted across the world, there are a few that rise far above their face value and become treasures of history, art, and wealth. The United Kingdom quarter dollar of the year 2000 is one such coin. At first glance, it might seem like nothing more than a simple piece of metal, another coin meant to pass from hand to hand in the ordinary rhythm of life. Yet, behind this coin lies a fascinating journey, a story of heritage, craftsmanship, rarity, and the breathtaking value it has reached in the world of collectors today. Imagine holding a small piece of history in your palm, knowing it is worth millions more than its original value. That is the magic of this remarkable coin. The year 2000 was more than just another year, it marked the beginning of a new millennium. Across the globe, people celebrated the arrival of a new era, filled with hope, anticipation, and excitement. The United Kingdom, steeped in centuries of tradition yet always evolving with the times, carried this symbolic transition into its coinage. The quarter dollar minted in 2000 reflected not just the continuation of a currency but also the spirit of change and renewal. It became a coin that represented both the past and the future, blending history with the dawn of a new century. The design of the 2000 quarter dollar captures this essence. Crafted by the Royal Mint with extraordinary precision, it reflects the pride and dignity of the United Kingdom's coinage heritage. The obverse carried the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of continuity and monarchy that had guided the nation through decades. Her profile, elegant and regal, was more than just an image, it was a reminder of stability as the nation entered the 21st century. The reverse side featured design elements that blended tradition with modernity, a tribute to both the roots of the nation and the exciting possibilities of the future. Every detail, from the inscriptions to the metallic finish, told a story of care, artistry, and identity. As millions of these coins entered circulation, they became part of the everyday life of people, used in markets, exchanged in shops, carried in wallets, and tucked away in jars. But while many of these coins served their purpose and wore down with time, a rare few survived untouched, preserved in pristine condition. These coins, untouched by scratches or wear, are the true treasures that collectors seek. Their rarity has made them more than just currency, they have become artifacts of a moment in history when the world turned the page into a new millennium. The journey of the 2000 quarter dollar into the world of collectors has been extraordinary. Numismatists recognized early on that coins minted in the year 2000 would carry symbolic importance. After all, the turn of a millennium is not just another year, it is an event that happens once in 1,000 years. Coins bearing that date immediately took on a special aura. They became not just tokens of money but emblems of time itself. For collectors, owning a coin minted in 2000 means owning a piece of history that will forever mark the beginning of a new age. Over the years, as coin enthusiasts searched tirelessly for the most flawless examples, the value of this quarter dollar began to rise. Auction houses reported bidding wars whenever one of these coins appeared in mint condition. Collectors competed fiercely, each driven by the desire to hold a perfect symbol of the millennium. What made the coin even more desirable was its limited survival in pristine state. With so many coins entering circulation and facing wear, the scarcity of perfect examples became the foundation of its skyrocketing value. But the appeal of the 2000 quarter dollar goes beyond rarity. It lies in the emotional connection people feel toward it. The dawn of the new millennium was a time filled with excitement, nostalgia, and dreams for the future. For many, this coin brings back memories of that moment, of celebrations, of change, of hope. Owning it feels like holding a piece of that magical time in your hand. It is this blend of sentiment and scarcity that elevates the coin from mere currency to priceless treasure. Collectors from across the globe, not just in the United Kingdom, have shown immense interest in this coin. From Europe to Asia, from America to Africa, numismatists and enthusiasts chase after it. The global demand has only fueled its rise in value. Its story has been shared in collector circles, online forums, and auction houses, adding to the mystique that surrounds it. The more people learn about it, the more its legend grows, and with it, its market price. And now comes the most astonishing revelation: the current value of the United Kingdom quarter $2000. What was once a coin of modest face value has now become one of the most extraordinary treasures in modern coinage. Today, this remarkable piece commands an unbelievable worth of $5 million. Yes, $5 million for a single coin that many once overlooked as ordinary change. Its breathtaking value leaves even seasoned collectors amazed and proves that history, rarity, and passion can transform a small coin into a fortune. The United Kingdom quarter dollar of 2000 stands as proof that coins are never just coins. They are markers of time, carriers of culture, and vessels of value far beyond their original worth. To hold one is to hold a story that spans centuries, to connect with a moment that defined the world, and to treasure a piece of history that is now worth millions. It is a shining reminder that sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest power. So the next time you come across a coin, don't dismiss it as ordinary. Take a closer look. Because hidden in plain sight, just like the 2000 quarter dollar, might be a treasure waiting to reveal its true worth, a treasure that could be worth millions. Every coin that slips through our fingers carries a piece of history, but some coins hide stories of extraordinary value waiting to be uncovered. The United States $1 of 2017 is one such piece, a small, everyday coin that seems ordinary at first glance, yet beneath its modest appearance lies a world of artistry, heritage, and incredible worth. And by the time we reach the end of this journey, you'll see why one of these 2017 dimes can be valued as high as $49,000. The dime has long been one of America's most trusted coins. Since 1946, the obverse of the dime has proudly displayed the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This design, created by John R. Sinek, was more than just an artistic choice. It was a tribute to a leader who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, and who had personally fought against polio. By 2017, this design had been in use for over 70 years, and yet it still carried the same timeless power. Looking at the dime's face, you don't just see Roosevelt, you see resilience, courage, and the unbreakable American spirit. On the reverse, the dime's design is equally symbolic. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch stands for strength. These three symbols together remind us of the core values America has always strived to uphold. It is incredible that such profound meaning is captured on such a small piece of metal, and this makes the dime more than money. It's a story, a lesson, and a reminder, all in one. The year 2017 was a unique one in American history. Politically, socially, and economically, the country was undergoing change, and every coin minted during this year became part of that living record. Millions of dimes were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, carrying mint marks that collectors today use to trace their origin. Each mint had its own role, Philadelphia and Denver producing the vast bulk for circulation, while San Francisco focused on proof and silver-proof coins for collectors. While to most people, these dimes were just everyday change, in the world of numismatics, they became treasures waiting to be recognized. The minting process of 2017 dimes, like every year, was a remarkable blend of precision and mass production. Yet, with millions being struck, mistakes inevitably occurred. These mistakes, minting errors, are what collectors chase eagerly. A misaligned die, a double strike, a missing detail, or even an off-center design can turn an ordinary dime into a one-of-a-kind rarity. In 2017, some dimes with unusual errors surfaced and quickly drew the attention of collectors. These error coins are some of the most exciting finds, as they show the unpredictability and hidden surprises of coinage. But even without errors, condition plays a massive role in the value of coins. Most 2017 dimes were used in daily transactions, tossed into purses, spent in shops, or mixed with countless others. These coins quickly picked up scratches, wear, and loss of luster. But a small fraction of them were never touched, preserved directly from the mint or sealed in proof sets. These untouched, flawless coins, graded at the highest levels by professional services, can reach values that stun even seasoned collectors. For 2017 dimes, perfect proof strikes with deep cameo contrasts or uncirculated coins with blazing luster are the ones that command top dollar. Collectors also treasure special mint sets and proof sets from 2017. The San Francisco Mint produced both clad and silver proof versions, crafted with extra care to showcase sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. These proof coins, especially when graded at the highest levels, stand out as some of the finest examples of the year. With limited production numbers, they became instant collector favorites and remain highly sought after today. What makes the 2017 dime particularly exciting is how it connects everyday life with extraordinary value. Most people who received one in their change would never think twice about it, but in the right condition or with the right error, that small coin could pay for an entire year of college tuition, a luxury car, or even a house deposit. This stark contrast between perception and reality is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. What looks like spare change can turn out to be a hidden fortune. The story of the dime is also the story of continuity. Through decades of economic shifts, political changes, and cultural transformations, the dime's design has remained largely unchanged. By 2017, it was a familiar friend to every American. Yet, that very familiarity often hides its true worth. Collectors know that within the millions of common examples, a few rare gems exist, coins that defy the ordinary and ascend to greatness. As auctions and private sales have shown, the most exceptional 2017 dimes, whether rare errors, pristine high-grade examples, or extraordinary proofs, have fetched jaw-dropping prices. Among them, one stands above the rest, valued at an incredible $49,000. Imagine that, a coin worth 10 cents in everyday life, suddenly revealed to be worth more than many people's annual salary. This is the magic of numismatics. The 2017 one dime reminds us that history, art, rarity, and condition can come together to transform the smallest coin into something monumental. Every detail on the dime, from Roosevelt's portrait to the branches and torch, from its luster to its strike, matters in determining its fate. And for a lucky few, that fate is worth tens of thousands of dollars. So the next time you hold a dime, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, the shine, and the details. Because you never know if that little piece of change in your hand might just be one of those extraordinary rarities hiding in plain sight. The 2017 one dime is proof that even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. And in the right condition, it could be worth as much as $49,000. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing coin stories.